Okay, let us just quickly now see the use of Boolean variables and strings in if statement. Okay, so without wasting more time, let us just go into IntelliJ IDEA and try to understand the concepts. Okay, so in the last few videos, we are looking into how to make use of if statement. Most importantly, we have seen how to set up conditions using various operators like the logical operators and relational operators, as you can observe on the screen. But more often than not, we have made use of such integer or float variables in our course. Okay, so but I think it is time now to go with the strings variables as well, and to manipulate strings a bit, because in the upcoming videos we are going to see strings in much detail. Okay, so let us now quickly see how we can make use of string inputs in our if statement. Okay, so let us just now write a simple program using string input only. Okay, so for that let us just comment this code out so that we can write our code here in the file itself. Okay, so after pressing enter, now what I want to do is we are going to write a simple program in which if the day is Sunday, we are going to say okay, let's go for a picnic, or for any other day we will say it's Python time. Okay, so what we can do is, suppose if I create a variable named day, okay, and if I assign the value to that variable, or if I bind a value to that variable being specific, suppose if I call it as Sunday. Okay, so if it is a Sunday, we are going to say let's go for the picnic. Okay, so let us just set up the condition for that. So if day is equal to, we are going to check for whether it is Sunday, and if so, in the indentation I am going to print out that let us go out for a picnic. Okay, so we have set up the condition, and likewise if the day is not Sunday, let us just put the condition for that as well. So I'll just write print, and in the parenthesis I will say it's Python time. Okay, so I guess you have understood the program what we have written. So we have created one variable day to which I have assigned value Sunday. Okay, so carefully observe here, because it is a string, that is why we have put it in the double quotes, or you can put it in single quotes as well. Okay, so in the condition of if, we have checked if the variable day is having value Sunday. If so, we have said let us go out for a picnic, and if not, if the day is any other day, then it will print out it is a Python time. Okay, so for simplicity's sake, I have taken the variable and assigned the value to it in the program itself, but after this we are going to take the input from the user. Okay, so let us just run this simple program to check whether we get our desired output. So if I just run on this particular program, let us just check whether we get the output. Okay, so as you can observe, it is saying let's go out for the picnic. Okay, the reason is that we have assigned the value to it as Sunday. So what will happen if I change it to Monday, say? Okay, so if the value is Monday, okay, so now we have assigned the value to today as Monday, and now I'm checking if it is Sunday, then only it will say let us go out for picnic. Otherwise, it's going to say it is Python time. Okay, so if I run the code again, you will observe that it is saying again that it is Python time. Okay. Okay, and as you must recall, we have taken this operator already in the logical operators, where we have seen it is called as comparison operator or equality operator. Okay, it checks whether the left hand side of it and right hand side of it are equal match. Okay, so then only it will be true, otherwise this will be false. And one more operator that we can implement in this program itself is the not operator that we had seen earlier in the logical operators. Okay, so how I can implement here is that, suppose if the day is Sunday and I want to make use of AND operator. Okay, so because we are going to use another expression, let us just put it into the parenthesis. Okay, like we always do. So if the day is Sunday and it is not raining. Okay, so what I've done, I have set up a condition saying that if the day is Sunday and not raining. Okay, so my second expression starts from here, and it will end here. Okay, so that is how I have made use of not operator and not logical operator, and I'm saying if it is not raining. But for raining to be used right now, you can observe that there is a red line over here. Okay, so it is indicating that the raining variable is not set up. Okay, it is saying unresolved reference to raining. Okay, so we will have to set up that first. So how we can set up that? We'll have to first declare that variable raining, and we will have to assign some value to it. Okay, so the thing that you'll have to remember here is that when you're making use of not operator, okay, in front of such variable, and to check for the condition using that, you will have to have some true or false value to this particular variable. Okay, so first of all we will have to define whether this value is true or false. Okay, so it is done like this. Okay, so true, as we have seen earlier as well, it is one of the keywords in Python. Okay, and it is reserved to tell the boolean value of true. Okay, so what I am asking here is that we are going to check whether this value is true or not. Okay, okay, so in the simplest of terms, what it is doing is this whole condition, this total condition, what it is checking is whether the day is Sunday. First of all, it is going to check whether the day value is Sunday, and next it is going to check whether this raining variable, whether it is, because we use not, so it is, this total condition is checking whether this raining variable that we have used, whether it is false or not. Okay, so when the day is Sunday and when this raining is false, then and then only this will print out this message, and otherwise this will print out it is Python time. Okay, so right now the values that we have set up are Monday and raining is true. So in other words, I can say the raining is there, raining is happening outside, and the day is Monday. So let us just see what output we will get for this particular program. So it is saying that it is Python time. Okay, so because it is raining outside as well, and it is not even Sunday. Okay, so it is Python time, you shouldn't go outside. But then what will I have to do to make this total condition true? Okay, so the things that we will have to change here is that the day must be Sunday, so I will have to change the input to Sunday, and the raining value I will have to change to value false. Again, false is one of the keyword. Okay, so you can observe the change in the color. Okay, when I written true or false. Okay, so these are keywords, they indicate true value or false value to that particular variable. So right now it is saying that the raining is false. It means that the raining is not outside. Okay, it is not raining outside. Okay, so the condition that is now set up is that it will check whether the day is Sunday. So right now the day is Sunday, and again whether it is not raining. Okay, so because we have set up it as false, it is not raining. Okay, so let us just quickly run and check what output do we get. Okay, so let us go out for picnic. Okay, obviously because the day is Sunday and as well as there is no raining. Okay, so this might be a bit confusing, but I want you to go a bit practice with this particular thing, how to understand it. The simplest way to understand here is that just read the sentence, read the condition as it is not raining. Okay, so it is checking whether the variable that is coming after it, whether it is false or not. Okay, so that is only thing that is going to check. But to make use of this particular condition, the one must thing that you will have to do is you will have to assign a specific true or false value to this particular variable that we have done onto this line. Okay, okay, and one more thing that you will have to be very careful about while using strings in your program is that always make sure and always understand that Python is case sensitive. So whatever strings that you are using and checking, the case is very important. Okay, so as you can observe, it is in lower case, so I'll have to check it as it is here only. Okay, so then only it will say that the string is equal. If I change it to capital S, it will be completely false. Okay, so just take care of that. So just for the simple example, right now it is saying to let's go for picnic because both the conditions are true. Suppose if I just change this S to capital S, let me just make it capital. Okay, so this Sunday, it is also Sunday, this one is also Sunday, just that it is capital S. And if I just run this code, just observe what output that I get. It is saying that it's Python time. The reason only is because of this capital S. Okay, so just make sure, just be very careful while using the strings that they are case sensitive. Okay. And talking about case sensitivity, just observe the case that is there for this F here. Okay, so in the false keyword, the F has to be capital, as well as when we make use of true keyword, the T in that has to be capital. Okay, then only it will be a valid keyword. Otherwise, suppose if I change that T value or T to small t, suppose, then it doesn't be a it doesn't become a keyword. Okay, right now you will observe that there is a red line over there. Okay, so be very careful while using these boolean values. The T in true has to be capital, as well as F in false has to be capital. Okay, so let us just set that condition again for going out to picnic, like, because we always do that, because we always would prefer that. Okay, so this is the condition. If I rerun this code, I will be asked to go for a picnic. One more thing that we can do here is that rather than assigning the value in the system itself, we can ask it from the user. Okay, so just observe here, what we can do here is that we can ask it from the user. Okay, so input, I would say enter the day. Okay, just carefully observe here. Till now, whenever we have made use of input, we had already always appended it with int. Okay, so in earlier, in all, almost in all programs that we have done before this, we have made use of structure like this. Okay, we had put that input function inside int, but because we are dealing with strings, okay, and we don't want to convert that string into anything else, we will not make use of int. Just input will be sufficient, because this input function always returns a string value and we want string only. Okay, so this is the original form of using input function, which always returns a string. Okay, so whatever string you are going to give, it will be stored inside day variable and it will be checked. Okay, so let us just check the code for this program now. Okay, and if I just run this code now, it is, as you can observe, it is asking me to enter the day. Okay, so suppose if I enter the day as Sunday, that we had given the condition for, and if I press enter, it will say that let us go out for picnic. And suppose if I rerun this code, and the day, if I put it out as Monday, and if I press enter, it will say it is Python time. Okay, so I think you have understood how to make use of strings. Important thing is that never use int before that, because now we are directly dealing with the strings and this input function will be solely responsible for doing that. You need not have to convert it into any other form. Okay, so this is how we will get the output that we wanted. But can we do the same with this raining variable? Let us just see what will happen if I try to do that. So if I just write input here, and I would say enter the rain status, I would say. Okay, you can call it anything. Let us just put a colon here, and same colon I will put over here to make it look better. Okay, so let us just run this, and I want you to guess what will be the output of this code. Okay, so right now, first of all, it is asking me enter the day. So I would enter the information that we want to get the output as, let us go out for picnic. So we want to make this condition true first of all. Okay, so I'll just enter the day as Sunday. That is the desired input that I should give. And again, it is asking me to enter the range status. Okay, so if I just follow that capital and small thing, so suppose if I put false. Okay, so the ideally, as you know, if the day is Sunday and if the status is false, what output I should get? Whether we are getting it? No, it is saying that it is Python time. The reason being, this is not the boolean value that is being assigned. This is just a string. Okay, it will not be considered as a boolean value. Okay, so this is not allowed, this will not work. Okay, like this. Okay, so the thing is that you cannot assign value to a boolean variable like that. You'll have to write it what we had done earlier only. Okay, like that only. Okay, so then only it will work. So if I just rerun this code again, uh, we know it will again work like it did earlier. Okay, so if I just put Sunday over here, and if I press enter, it will say let us go out for picnic. Okay, so just keep in mind, don't use input function over here. You can make use of input function here, and we have to be very careful about the case sensitivity among the strings, okay, because it is very case sensitive. It will change the complete meaning of your program if you don't. Okay. Okay, so I hope you have understood this simple program in which we have seen how to make use of this Boolean variable, how to set up the condition using not logical operator likewise, and how to make use of strings as the inputs. Okay, so don't worry, in the upcoming videos we are going to have a detailed discussion regarding strings and how they work and all. So this is just a way, or this is just a recap, I would say, of understanding the strings. Okay, and in the course, or as the course goes along, we are going to make use of strings at a very large level. Okay, so okay, then I'll see you in the next video.